Hi guys, welcome back to London. This evening I'm in London's Chelsea. See Sloane Square station behind me, and right now I'm on London's most renowned roundabout, Sloane Square. If you're from another country and you're not sure what a roundabout is, it's a type of traffic junction we have here. Google it. If you're from another world, aka Birmingham and Ireland. The run up to Christmas is well underway here in London, and tonight Chelsea's getting a festive makeover. The Christmas lights have been switched on. There's an event in Duke of York Square, which is just across the road from here, along the King's Road. Looks like John Lewis. If you didn't get the memo, couldn't wait. John Lewis is a famous brand here in London, and they've become famous for their Christmas adverts on television. So I've walked past here already this week, and they've got figures, the animals from this year's popular TV advert. So I'm guessing they were more concerned with their nationwide campaign than what was going on locally here. So the lights are already on. It's still a little bit light here, but I'll pop back here when we've done across the road and I'll show you those. And if you've seen the John Lewis advert, I'll show you some of the animals, the figures from the advert that are on display in the window here. We'll go over to Duke of York Square and check out what's going on there. There's a market in Duke of York Square, a famous farmers market each Saturday. Now it normally shuts at 4 o'clock, but the Christmas lights aren't going on till 5, so it's gone for now. So fingers crossed there's still something left. Partridges have got some of their renowned duck confit sandwiches. I'll definitely get one of those, but if not, check out my other videos. I'll put a link at the end of this one. Right, check out these foxes and badgers and the boxer dog.
Although owned by the John Lewis Partnership since 1905, this department store still retains its original name after its founder, Mr. Peter Jones, who established his first business in Marylebone Lane nearby and moved to this site in 1877.
It won't make a lot of sense unless you've seen the advert, so maybe hit pause if you haven't seen it and check out the TV advert. But that's the star of the TV advert, the boxer dog.
The current store was built between 1932 and 1936. It's reported that in 1905 John Lewis walked from his Oxford Street store with 20 £1,000 notes in his pocket, which were legal tender here until 1945, and purchased the at the time struggling Peter Jones department store. It's also reported that the man himself, John Lewis, was a terrible man to work for, but his sons, obviously who learnt from their father's mistakes, transformed the business after his death into what is considered one of the best to work for in the country then and today.
Pretty cool, huh? If you want to find out more, I made a video a few weeks ago actually about the King's Road, the street I'm on now. It's one of London's most renowned shopping streets. So I'll put a link at the end of this video to that. You can check that out. And now I'll show you the opposite side of this building, which is definitely the more magnificent entrance than this. But right, Duke of York Square is just here. Go and check out what's going on for this year's Christmas lights switch on event. All of this was, until about 15 years ago, an army barracks. Like I said, you can probably go into more detail in the other video I made about the King's Road. But yeah, it was an army barracks. The army no longer required it, so they turned part of it into a leisure and retail sort of shopping centre basically. And the main building, which was a military school, became an art gallery, the Saatchi Art Gallery, and it's super popular now. Shoppers, ladies at lunch, dinner and drinks. I can hear the singing, so let's check it out. Okay, the market still seems to be underway. So let's go and see if we can get something to eat, something to drink. And I'm sure come 5 o'clock, all this will look a little bit different, including Sloane Square when the lights go on. The King's Road's already switched its lights on, and so has John Lewis. I'm sure these trees will look a little different in half hour or so. That building there, Jigsaw, that's now a closed shop, was originally, when this was the army barracks and school, was the chapel. This is Partridges. Famous food store in Chelsea, and the duck confit rolls they sell on Saturdays outside at the market are amazing. See if they've got some left. Duck confit sandwich, plum sauce from Partridges. Got some mulled wine there too, so I'm going to eat this. And then I think maybe I'll be back for some mulled wine and then switch on the Christmas lights. It's pretty cold out this evening. Right, let's go and watch the singing and enjoy this. That behind me there is the Saatchi Gallery, and Mulled Square is just there. But yeah, I came here in the summer to see I made a vlog, a video about the Rolling Stones exhibition that was here. So yeah, check out my other videos if you want to see a trip there. Right, let's check out the singing. Okay kids, that was Santa's reindeer and Santa's little helpers. Kids running after him.
What would you like from Santa for Christmas? Let's go back. Drone! Okay, right, well, we'll have to keep our eyes in the sky and see if Santa's got a drone flying. What would you like? What's your name? Ruby, what would you like from Santa this week?
It's all pretty festive here. I'm going to get a mulled wine. Might make it seem all less surreal. Reindeers and ballerinas and elves running around. Okay, mulled wine again, Partridges. First mulled wine of the season. Sounds like the ballet has begun. So let's get out of the market and back front stage. Pretty good. Doesn't taste too strong. It's not a bad thing. It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Just the kids. Right. You can hear dance the Sugar Plum Fairy. So check out the ballet dances. Can't see a lot from here. Show's arrived. Santa on a reindeer-driven sleigh. That's the celebrity they've got to turn on this year's Christmas lights, Santa. And some of his little helpers.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you to Megan McConnell and welcome to our very special guest, Santa Claus! 9, 8,
this trip to London's Chelsea, Duke of York Square. See the Christmas lights being switched on. The party's still going on, and Santa's now in his grotto until Christmas, and the queue of little kids queuing up to tell him what they want for Christmas. It's enormous. That was a pretty good party actually. Santa, reindeer, duck sandwiches, and mulled wine. I still remember last year it rained and it was nowhere near, the atmosphere was, and the crowd was nowhere near what it was this year. But yeah, that was pretty good. Right, I'm going to take a look at Sloane Square, see if the lights are on. John Lewis windows. I hope you enjoyed the quick look at the boxer dog that stars in this year's John Lewis TV advert. I didn't read what it was, I read somewhere there's some people are upset about it. There's a bunch of animals bouncing up and down on a trampoline. CGI. But I guess there's probably some social justice warriors outraged about, well, they'll be outraged about anything, so why not that? But yeah. The boxer dog from the TV show, and yeah, Sloane Square Christmas lights are on. Check these out. Behind that bus, couldn't park in the worst place. All looks pretty festive, especially with the whole of John Lewis. It's because I was talking about the advert. Peter Jones is part of the John Lewis group. Peter Jones department store all lit up with their Christmas windows in, so yeah. Another festive Christmas video from here in London. So hope you enjoyed this one. And until next time, toodles.